Hamjambo tena. Leo ni siku maalumu, ni siku tofauti. Haiko siku zote hapa mungini Kasindi tumepokea wageni wa hali ya juu. Tunataka sahihi kuambia kwa fupi seremonia leo ni seremoni gani? Son Excellence, Monsieur Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, président de la République d'Ouganda, avec l'expression de mes hommages les plus déférents. Son Excellence, Monsieur Félix Antoine Tshisekedi Tshilombo, président de la République démocratique du Congo, avec l'expression de mes hommages les plus déférents. Honorables députés et sénateurs, Messieurs les membres du gouvernement de la République démocratique du Congo, ainsi que de la République de l'Ouganda, Messieurs les hauts fonctionnaires de la République, Messieurs les officiers généraux des FARDC, Messieurs le gouverneur de la région, de la province du Nord Kivu, Messieurs les membres de 2 délégations, Messieurs les invités en vos titres et qualités respectifs. En date du 27 mai 2021, à Kampala, capitale de la République d'Ouganda, un accord intergouvernemental portant sur la mise en œuvre conjointe d'un projet d'infrastructure routière sur le territoire de la République démocratique du Congo a été signé entre nos 2 pays, représentés à cet effet pour la partie ougandaise, de manière exceptionnelle, par son Excellence, Monsieur Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, président de la République ougandaise, et pour la partie congolaise, par Monsieur le vice-premier ministre, ministre des Affaires étrangères de la République démocratique du Congo. À la même date et au même lieu, les 2 pays ont également signé un accord de développement de projets concernant la construction et la modernisation des routes nationales 4 et 2 sur le tronçon Kasindi-Beni, long de 80 km, Beni-Butembo, long de 54 km, ainsi que les routes nationales 89 km. Les 2 axes couvrent une longueur totale de 223 km. En ce jour, 16 juin 2021, moins de 3 semaines après la signature des 2 accords précités, voici à la frontière de Kasindi, RDC, et Pondwe en Ouganda, pour matérialiser les signatures des 2 accords pré-rappelés. Le lancement des travaux de construction de ces tronçons routiers pré-rappelés, vitaux pour l'économie, la sécurité et le social de nos 2 pays. Votre présence, Excellences, Messieurs les présidents de la République démocratique du Congo, ainsi que celle de l'Ouganda, procède est la preuve de votre volonté et engagement à cimenter les relations fraternelles et séculaires qui existent entre nos 2 États. À cette occasion, j'invite très respectueusement Son Excellence, Monsieur Félix Antoine Tshisekedi Tshilombo, à s'adresser à l'assistance pour son mot de circonstance et de bienvenue. Je vous remercie.
Mesdames et messieurs, watoto wa Kasindi, amjambo. Aujourd'hui est un grand jour.
Ladies and gentlemen of Kasindi, good morning, good afternoon to everybody. Today is a special day.
Ceci est un grand jour.
It's a very great day.
Un jour qui va davantage sceller les relations fraternelles entre nos deux pays, la République d'Ouganda et la République démocratique du Congo.
A day which is going to reinforce the relationship between both countries, the Democratic Republic of Congo and Uganda.
Ce noble projet de construction de la route qui va aller de Kasindi jusqu'à Beni Butembo est l'œuvre du président Museveni, ici présent.
This important day of the beginning of a project of building the national road from here to our inner country is just the important gift from His Excellency, the President Museveni.
Et où il m'avait fait part de ce projet, j'ai immédiatement embrayé dessus parce que j'étais très heureux de partager avec lui cette vision.
I was very delighted when he informed me about that project.
Je sais que c'est un projet qui, lorsqu'il se réalisera, va accroître non seulement les échanges entre nos deux pays, mais également les activités économiques. Et qui dit activité économique dit croissance de la richesse et également lutte contre l'insécurité.
I'm sure when this project is achieved, it's going to work on about our development and fight against insecurity.
Voilà pourquoi allons-nous, Congolais, encourager ce projet et lorsqu'il aura été réalisé, nous allons en prendre soin jusqu'à créer encore d'autres projets similaires qui vont favoriser les échanges économiques et fraternels, bien sûr, entre nos deux peuples.
That's why we as Congolese, we encourage this project, which is going to work to do better, to improve our economical exchanges, and it's going to lead us make new other projects.
Je vais terminer mon adresse en souhaitant à l'entrepreneur plein succès dans ses travaux et surtout qu'il aille le plus vite possible pour les terminer et que Dieu bénisse les relations fraternelles entre la République d'Ouganda et la République démocratique du Congo. Je vous remercie.
Okay, in order to put an end to my speech, I'd like to encourage the entrepreneur of this project and wish him to do a very good work, and we expect a benediction from God. We believe God is going to help us achieve it. Thank you very much.
Nous invitons très respectueusement Son Excellence, le président Yoweri Museveni, à venir prononcer son adresse à la population.
With all our respect to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, we invite him to address the people in front of us now.
Wabujile,
Mumeamuka,
wabujile,
mmekuja,
washinje,
tunawasalimu. Jambo nyinyi wote.
washinje kuchimbo.
Asante sana kwenu.
Your Excellency Antoine Tshisekedi Felix,
Excellence, Monsieur Antoine Félix Tshilombo,
the President of the Democratic Republic of Congo,
Président de la République démocratique du Congo,
and all the Congolese people who are here.
et à vous tous Congolais qui êtes ici devant nous.
We are very happy to be here today.
Nous sommes très heureux d'être avec vous maintenant.
Tumefurahi kufika hapa leo.
Nafurahi kuwa na nyinyi hapa leo.
The people of Congo and the people of Uganda are the same people.
Watu wa Uganda na watu wa Kongo ni jamaa moja, ni watu wa moja.
His Excellency was seeing those people at the border.
Son Excellence amewaona watu waliokuja.
Hao wote wanasema lugha ya Chinande, Kikonjo.
Wengine wanazungumza Kiswahili.
If you go north, then you get the Watalinga,
Tukienda ngapo za si nous allons du côté de Watalinga,
who are also in Uganda and Congo.
on trouve encore les gens qui parlent Swahili et qui parlent du côté congolais.
And the Chinyoro Kitoro speakers.
Il y a aussi les gens qui parlent le Kinyoro et les locuteurs du Kinyoro de l'autre côté.
Wanasema Kihema hapa.
De l'autre côté, on parle le Kihema, ça c'est Tabunia.
Then you have the Alurs.
Et nous avons aussi les Alous.
Then you have the Kakwas.
Les Kakwa aussi.
Then this side you have the Kinyarwanda speakers.
De l'autre côté de l'Ouganda, nous avons aussi des locuteurs du Kinyarwanda.
All these are same people from time immemorial.
Tous ceux-là sont un seul peuple depuis les très vieux temps.
So I want to thank His Excellency Tshisekedi
Je voudrais remercier Son Excellence Monsieur Tshisekedi
for bringing Congo into the East African community.
de nous avoir conduits dans cette union africaine.
Because Congo outside the East African community was artificial.
Parce que le Congo, en dehors de la communauté est-africaine, était artificiel.
You cannot talk of East African community without Congo.
Nous ne pouvons pas parler de la communauté d'Afrique, des États de l'Afrique de l'Est sans parler du Congo.
Because all these are part of East Africa.
Parce que tout ce que nous voyons ici fait partie de l'Est Afrique.
This time immemorial.
Depuis de très vieux temps.
So I'm very happy to be here
Si je suis très content d'être devant vous maintenant
on this project.
pour ce projet.
And I want to salute His Excellency Tshisekedi
Et je voudrais encore remercier et saluer Son Excellence Tshisekedi
because he came with a positive attitude.
parce qu'il est venu avec une attitude très positive.
He says he does not want any suspicion, any conflict between Congo and the neighbors.
Il a dit qu'il ne veut pas de mauvaises attitudes, il ne veut pas de conflits entre les voisins.
And that is exactly what anybody who wants development should do.
Et c'est ça exactement ce que toute personne aimant et voulant le développement voudrait souhaiter.
So we are here to commission this to ground break for this project,
Nous sommes donc ici pour inaugurer ce projet
and we are ready for more projects.
et nous y sommes encore pour beaucoup plus d'autres projets.
If we work together, we can work for more projects.
Si nous ne sommes pas ensemble, nous ne pourrons pas faire beaucoup plus de projets.
So, I thank His Excellency Tshisekedi.
Ainsi, je remercie encore Son Excellence M. Tshisekedi.
And I wish you, the people of Congo, good luck.
Et je vous souhaite une très bonne, une très grande chance si vous permettez.
Mungu awabariki.
Que Dieu vous bénisse.
À présent, nous voulons inviter très respectueusement les deux chefs d'État, leurs excellences, M. Félix-Antoine Tshisekedi Tshilombo et son excellence, M. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, à procéder afin d'inaugurer la stèle qui symbolise le lancement des travaux de construction de la route entre Kasindi, Beni et Butembo. Je vous en prie.
Nous invitons tunamwalika marais wetu tuanze kazi ya kuhudhuria.
Well, we are testing bricklaying and concrete practice of two presidents here. Those of you who've been to technical institutions, you know what I mean by bricklaying and concrete practice there. The two presidents laying foundation stones, I think, as it were. President Museveni being the most dramatic of the whole affair. He does have his sense of humor there. And of course, we'll be unveiling a little bit there. Oh, there you go. There's that print there. That must be in some French and I think some English there. One day, 10, 15 years from now, or whatever it is, we'll go down there to read those things. I've gotten very close to the Congolese border. Where was I? I think I was in Burundi. No, not in Burundi. I was in Burundi or some place where I came very close to the Congolese border. But I also did in a Panyamur fishing village in Nebi. I saw Congo. They said, no, if you cross there, Mr. Kasumba, that will be Congo. Then I didn't want to break laws. I didn't cross in Congo, but people were crossing left, right, and center like a border didn't exist. I think what we see now is President Museveni being escorted back to Uganda from Congo. And that journey will be on foot as the president walks back to the Republic of Uganda from the Republic of Congo. Will he walk? Will he be driven? We wait to see. Looks like he's going to be driven into his SUV there. Job done, and the foundation stone's been laid. President there done the nation proud, President of Uganda and President of the Democratic Republic of Congo, can be said better in French, doing the thing of making sure that roads happen for those interested in a business. Also, so Dr. Mona, his private assistant, principal private assistant, secretary of the president, out there in the mix of things. Right about now, I think the chaps will be wheeling the wheels and then back to familiar territory in many ways. But of course, bravo to everybody involved in keeping the mission secure and safe, away from those who could otherwise have wanted to make it more dramatic than it has been. And though if you have conversations with people who do these things, they'll tell you that when that is going on, you probably even forget to find time to breathe. That chap, I think he must be one of those of the president of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Chap, I think about 6'6" or thereabout. And you can tell he does his gym work very well. He looks very, very good. I saw the president of DRC picking one of the tape there, and I think handing it over to one of his assistants. I think he wants a souvenir in his office because this is a huge, huge, huge one for the development of Congo and, of course, the development of Uganda as well. And I see one of his assistants still carries the ribbon there. I think the president wanted that, and he's still there taking pictures at the place where the stone has been laid there. Huge, huge moment there for DRC and Uganda. Let's see if the close-up shot does allow us to read. No, I think the camera didn't go that far. But a huge moment there. When you travel that far, take time to see these things. That's how we are going to develop Africa, by building corporations, by understanding that we've got to fix our problems ourselves. Those who come from elsewhere with solutions, yes, they may love us, but I don't know any nation that doesn't take its interests in foreign policy and all first. That's a matter of fact. So don't you be deceived that there's anybody bringing here solutions when those solutions are not in their interest first and in our interest second. Vehicles pulling out of Congo, coming back into Uganda there. Bravo to the men in uniform for a very successful mission there in a very, very interesting, quote-unquote interesting territory. They just pulled off a big one, and the president also did pull off a big one. For us as Ugandans, especially those of us interested in that is some chaps running for their lives. Oh, interesting, interesting. I won't say too much about that, but it looks like a mission has gone on very, very well out there, pulling out of the DRC, going back into Uganda. You can tell from those SUVs that it's been some terror in there that they've covered. I know some of you are in the business of counting how many there are. That was not the interest of our transmission this afternoon. Ours was to let you know that good roads are getting underway between Uganda and the DRC. And going forward, once the graders go on and then things happen, then finally we'll have the asphalt laid. Certainly, it's certainly going to be asphalt. And then produce will be moving from Uganda to Congo. And thankfully, money will be moving from Congo into Uganda, and transmissions will be happening. And hopefully, at some point, Douglas Wangan Company Limited will be doing NBS After 5 somewhere in Bunia or Bunagana or some of those Congolese towns. Hopefully, that these young chaps will also have done their French and or improved their Swahili. For us, yes, for us as NBS, this is what we do to let you know what is happening so that you can kulembeka, or that you can see where the world is going, then position yourself in the line of opportunity. Some are doing that, while others have invested in the business of whining and mourning. The decision is always yours. For us, we are now going back home to look after our children, to remind them of social distancing and washing their hands, and also sanitizing and keeping around because they are our future. It's certainly a very good evening. I hand you over to the young ones, those who have ages some of us used to have many years ago. Now we'll break a leg. After 5 is